What up, guys? So today we have the details for Siren and Mori. They dropped them a bit a while ago, but let's peep them. Okay, nice. Pretty nice burst. I do like the whole, her bubble reload. I think that looks pretty cool. But, okay, I actually did not fucking fix this. Whoops. Okay, so as we saw in the live stream, she's a supporter, burst 1, submachine gun, wind, etc. Whoops. Oh, god damn it. Hopefully, I did peep her. She looks like she's actually pretty good. I don't know about, in particular for me, unfortunately, but, so her skill 1 is called Burst Order. She has a whole, back and forth shit that they're doing recently, they'll go back and forth, but I guess it's in the other ones too, but anyways. So she activates only when in focusing form, and how do you get focusing form? Well, you just focus fire continually, looks like, and then so activates when full burst ends, and she's got CDR, so it looks like she's like CDR, kind of like Litter, so that is pretty good. And then this passive also gives attack 4% up for 10 seconds when entering full burst, and when your total ammo consumed by allies is 400, you fill burst gauge by 34%. So I feel like from this, she might not be the worst for PvP. Then again, I don't know how good machine guns are in PvP per se, so I don't know. But her skill 2, Bubble Wave, activates when enemy appears, affects the targets, and increases the damage that the boss takes by 5%. I don't think it has a timer, so I think it's just flat 5%, I guess. But then after landing 50 normal attacks, if the target is in bubble status, so the first one right here, it increases I'm pretty sure it increases the damage taken by another 5%, so it's a total of 10. God dang it, I keep clicking that. I'm just gonna move my mouse off screen, how about that? Anyways, but oh no, because never mind. I said it would increase by 10%, but it'll stun, and then it'll remove the first, so it's just a continuous 5%, so it'll go back and forth. It looks like that's what I meant by I saw the back and forth mechanic. Anyways, and then the last part about it is every second during full burst, it'll deal damage as final damage. Looks like final attack damage attacks sequentially for 4 times, and then attacks each time total ammo consumed by allies reaches 500. Affects random enemy units. Bubble Barrage deals 85% of final attack as damage. Attacks sequentially for 10 times. So it looks like every now and then there's just going to be procs of her just doing random damage to things. So just extra damage tacked on, which, I mean, it's fine. I would wish that was more like support, since she's a support. I don't really think supports need to do, damage right here. Unless it counts everybody on your team will have this. But I don't think so. I think it'll be based on her damage instead of, she gives it to somebody. But nonetheless. And then her burst skill, Siren Song, she gives a 10% attack buff for 10 seconds. She gets reload speed, which is nice. And then, oh wait, no, she refunds ammo in your magazine. Sorry, I don't know why I read that like that. And then she buffs her own attack by 17.2 for 10 seconds. Okay, so to start off, I really like the cooldown, because cooldown is pretty nice on burst ones, especially since Litter is so strong and dominant as burst 1. It's really nice that she also has the cooldown. This is pretty interesting too, the burst gauge. So she'll be able to burst faster. I wonder if it's you'll be able to get it off sequentially, like very, very fast. But the problem for me personally is this. A lot of her mechanics are like consumed ammo, and unfortunately I don't have a that good of like machine guns. Obviously, if you have like the Rappy Red Hood, you're gonna be chilling, and then the new Mahara is also a machine gun, so I feel like you're gonna want that probably too. But unfortunately, as you guys know, my main attackers on my team are Alice and Amelia, so you can see the problem of how I'm gonna get total ammo consumed by allies to 400 and 500. That's gonna be a big problem for me. So she's not as versatile as I wanted her to be, unfortunately. I did see people like already complaining about, like, I think this one people were complaining about the 4% for 10 seconds, but I don't think it's the worst. I feel like we could trade some of this damage for more support, but like I don't think she's bad, especially with this like ammo consumed. I think this will be pretty good if you have like, you know, like the top tier machine gun, I would say. But I don't know, I feel like keeping her with this mechanic does kind of lock her out a little bit. Obviously not a little bit right now, like she won't get locked out of teams right now, since the really good units in the game are like machine guns, especially since the Mahara is going to come out and we just got the Rappy Red Hood one. But we'll see. In comparison, here I pulled up Litter actually. Oops, I didn't scroll down. So like, because in comparison, Litter's burst cooldowns just max at 3 seconds, and it's just like she triggers this every time, like every once in a while. At the like after 3, then this is the cooldown, but she just gets it flat. Whoops, right here, she just gets it flat right here for 7, which is pretty nice. Obviously, the trade-off is, I mean, skill 2 for Litter is pretty, like, useless in the grand scheme. It is pretty nice. I mean, I did max this out because regenerating cover is actually pretty nice, pretty underrated. But the main thing is her burst is right here. The attack 66% up for 5 seconds. I think people are just so used to Litter just getting flat 66 that they're like, oh, 4% is kind of grieved. And like 10% in comparison and whatnot. But I feel like if half your team is machine gun like this, refunding ammo is actually pretty nice. So yeah, we'll see. I do want to use her, but I feel like she'd be pretty nice. The problem is, I think my showcase might be grief because I don't have any good machine guns. I will probably summon first, and then do the showcase like a little middays out of the line, like maybe next week, like on Monday-ish. I might do that, or on Sunday. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be busy this weekend for shit, so I think I might summon like either at the end of this week, and then see if I can hopefully pull like a good machine gun attacker to use. I'm gonna have to peep if I can use if I have anything to use right now, but yeah, I don't know. They might change her if people complain enough. I don't know how this is gonna work. But I don't know. I do know that people have been complaining, but I don't think she'll be that bad. Like her being a a cooldown burst is pretty nice, I will say. So, anyways, they also released Mori, so I wanted to do that too, and kind of do 2 birds 1 stone right here. So, let's see her shit. Okay, pretty nice. I did say, I think I did read this a little bit, I think, and they did pretty nice for a whatchamacallit, a free unit. So for her burst one, skill 1, it's Mole in hiding. When entering the battle, she gives a shield to herself, 40% of her max HP. And then when she uses a burst skill, or when a burst skill is used, and she's not in the first form, or she's not already in struggle, so she doesn't already have a shield on her, she'll create the same shield with, 40% max HP. And then when it's done, so when struggle ends, she'll gain a max HP for like 5%, stacking up to 5 times. So that's not bad for her skill 1. So skill 2, all out support, activates after landing 16 or more attacks when self is in struggle status. It will taunt for 4 seconds. And then when the parts of an ally are destroyed, her sustain damage up 2% up to 5 times and lasts for 15 seconds. Also, when parts of an ally are destroyed, let's see, affects one enemy unit with the highest attack and will deal final damage 23%, sorry, as sustained damage. So she has the whole sustained damage show, which is pretty interesting, but let's see. Yeah, it looks like that's it for skill 2. Alright, so for her main burst. So it activates when she is in struggle, recovers her shield based on 15% of the caster's max HP, and she will give everybody 10% max HP for 10 seconds, and then buffs sustained damage. So interesting that she has sustained damage buff in, but that's not what I want to focus about. The thing I want to focus on is the whole shields. Dude, I feel like her shields are pretty good for a free unit. I feel like she's probably the best free unit they released. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd have to look it up. And she has a taunt too, which is pretty nice. What is she? Assault rifle? Yeah. Dude, she looks pretty good for a free unit. Like, actually. Yeah. Because, so she'll shield max HP. If you want, you could run her on like a max HP team. I think there is like a lot of people out there that give max HP. So maybe that'd be good, but like having a shield and then buffing said shield with like your max HP, because this is the shield is based off of her max HP, and she has a built-in max HP buff. So I feel like you could buff the shield a lot. And then like if the shield is getting low and you happen to have burst up, you can just recover the shield. And the reason why it's so good is she taunts. So she'll taunt and then they'll hit the shield so that no one else can be killed. Dude, I feel like as a free unit, this is perfect for like new players. So honestly, when they give out the free units, like god dang, I didn't bring it up, but they're gonna give out free whatchamacallit, like what is it called? Like the units, whatever. Let me see what it's called. God damn it. Let me see if it's on here right quick. Yeah. Here it is. Oh, give me a second. Yeah, right here. These boxes, the super fine. You can pick a free units. It's pretty sure it said it was Mori, Kilo, and then what's her face? God damn it, it was one person. I can't think of it off the top of my head. God damn it. Yeah, I don't remember. Whoops. Ripozo. God damn it, I've been learning Japanese. I'm cooked, dude. Oh, Ray. There we go. Okay, good thing I can actually read that. I just couldn't because I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's Kilo, Ray, and then Mori. There you go. See, those Japanese lessons really came in clutch. Okay, anyways. But yeah, your choices are those 3. So I would say honestly only use that for her. I feel like getting her max is actually a really good option. Because the shield and the taunt is pretty crazy. Because she's kind of like Tia in that sense. Tia's whole thing though is that she does heal. And the problem is she's pretty squishy. So like she'll taunt. And if she is not like very powered up, there is a chance by the end of the fight she's just going to be like always dead. Because her taunt's going to get herself killed. Especially if you're not like playing as her, like manually playing as her and trying to keep her alive. There's a very big high chance that she's just gonna die because of her taunt. But like in this case, her taunt will keep her, or her taunt won't probably be the worst because she can keep herself alive by the shields she creates. Like I feel like that's actually very useful. So, dude, for a free unit, Mori's actually pretty goated. Yeah, I'm gonna try to use her, actually. I'm gonna, oops. Hopefully, I think they do give you enough copies to max limit burst, but I'm gonna see if I can do a nice showcase. Hopefully I'll do more in depth if I actually have it. My last showcases haven't been really in depth because I haven't been summoning for them because I didn't feel like it was worth. And so I've just been in the practice range or whatever. But I think with this, I'll definitely want to peep how good she is. Dude, oh, this is exciting. I'm I'm more excited for the free unit than Siren. Oh my god. I mean, granted, that is kind of my fault because I didn't summon for like a lot of crazy machine guns. Because, I don't know, I feel like the meta for a while has been like snipers. So I've been just working on Alice. Like, especially since Red Hood has been kind of dominant for a long ass time. And honestly, I don't even know if she's going to be pushed out with like stuff like this. But, oh well. It looks like that is it for these two units. Their passives aren't even that long, considering compared to like Crusts and Freddy's. Those passives were like 2 pages long. Oh man, but yeah, I'm excited for actually both these units. Would it be bad to say I'm more excited for the free unit than the main unit? Gosh darn it. Alright, well, we'll see how they look when they release. There still are chance that they could be changed. Keep that in mind, but I don't know. We'll see. They did change Bredy, so like it's not out of the realm of possibility that they change these two. Honestly, I don't know if they would potentially change like a unit people complained enough like that they weren't good enough. So, because I don't think it's happened before, correct? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's happened before yet. Where people complained enough and then they changed the unit, like they buffed it, for example. But I don't know. We will see. Let me know what you guys think about these two new units, Little Mermaid and Mori. But stay tuned for the stuff I'm going to do for her. Like I said, unfortunately, I think it might be next week because I want to see if I can pull any machine gun for like the showcase that she'll give me buff in. But we'll see. Maybe I could. No, when I do the what's her face Mihara showcase, I'll use her, and I guess in that I'll also comment a little bit on her, since actually that would be pretty nice. Yeah, that I think that'll be good actually. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these new units and the 2.5 anniversary up and coming. But I'm done here, so I will catch you guys later.